All right, now you listen here, Hat Man. We're going to need some sort of money out of this arrangement. Other people here aren't so fortunate as to run a movie studio. There's going to be hell to pay if you don't. Meeks is still traumatized from that stunt with Harrison that you orchestrated. I don't even know if you've seen Andy's therapy bills, but the poor girl must be. Sir, we're recording? Oh! Hi, everyone! You're gonna cut that for kayfabe, right?
Yeah. That was yeah. We'll cut that for sure. Yeah, Bonesy, his character now has been a part of many big motion pictures with many big actors now. We've had the Mask versus the Luchador. What was the second one called? The war movie? It was a war movie, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think that one got canceled.
Oh,
Uh,
oh.
I don't think that one actually ended up releasing.
And
Very, very unfortunate.
and then we had the SpongeBob movie.
Oh, everyone loved it. That was my most
It
successful movie.
it got some interesting reviews. Well, I think we can leave it at that.
I think that was some of my best work.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue. Now that all of that has happened,
Yes,
you've
yes.
you've we had this Senor Husuedo character for so long now, and to the surprise of everybody, he was unmasked at the last pay-per-view to reveal that it is Bonesy this whole time.
I had to pull a lot of strings to get Jim to help me with anything.
Right, right.
Uh, amnesty amongst artists and all. Not a desirable scenario. That whole deal was, the whole getting beaten by Steven Seagal puts a target on your back, and apparently
Yes,
that's very
yes.
literal.
So I know in the past you had faced Jared Leto in the ring. Now, Jared Leto is known for his intense method acting. Is this Senor Husuedo situation just like an intense form of method acting?
Big thing of method acting is if you method act a little bit too hard, you kind of get lost in it, right?
Of
And
course.
sometimes that really brings out another person and you lets you really explore yourself. A good a good example I have is it's not Jared Leto. It's Heath Ledger, the guy that did the
Yeah.
Joker, he got really into it. He like read nothing but Joker comics. He watched a bunch of the Batman movies, only watching the Joker segments, stuff like that. And then he starved himself toiling, trying to write down notes for the character and really getting into it. He was a very good Joker mannerism character actor. And a lot of that dedication is really required to commit to something as strong and as central as a role like this. You really need a bit of bravado.
So now that all of that has wrapped up, we had the return of Bonesy last Friday in what is seemingly like the first time in a good while where there was nothing to promote. So what is next for Bonesy?
What is next for Bonesy? Oh, you're interested, are you?
Of
Well,
course.
here, let me send a message to my rep real quick. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to talk about it. Oh, we're greenlit, yes. All right. Well, in that case, this is going to be the first exclusive reveal of this project.
We love to see it.
So, you remember how before I signed on for DAW, I was a chef? I had taken the place of a recently deceased British actor
Of
that
course.
happened to be, yes.
That was so long ago. I almost forgot.
We decided that it's best for a return to form. Reality TV is so boring these days.
True.
Keeping up with the Kardashians is the same thing it was 14 years ago. I don't know if that's even still airing. I don't actually watch television. So we decided we're going to blend a little bit of reality TV by interpreting the lives and stories of people and a little bit of what I'm best at,
Okay.
cooking. And we're making it wrestling themed.
A wrestling themed cooking show. How does that work exactly?
We're going to be taking 10 wrestling superstars every episode. We're going to be putting them all in a cooking competition where only one comes out. Are you a big fan of artificial intelligence?
I guess.
We're going to be resurrecting with AI Bray Wyatt, Eddie Guerrero, and Chris Benoit.
Oh.
And we're going to be giving them entirely new, unique recipes based on the stories that they had over the course of their lives and the real raw emotion that they feel. The AI will help us by having a compiled profile of all three of these wrestlers so that we're able to really dig into the meat and sorrow and joy and anger and rage and possible felonies that all of these wrestlers had committed. And
So don't you
we're going
think
to be, oh god,
don't you think this decision could be controversial to the general public?
everything is controversial, friend. Art is controversial. Life is controversy. If
That's
you're not making a name, then what are you making?
I guess that's fair.
The big thing about it is we're not going to be making chefs just make recipes based on the stories of their lives. The chefs are going to be making better versions of the recipes. We're
Oh.
getting AI generated recipes coming from the resurrected chefs. And then I had to pull some real strings for this, but I got a couple of actually, decent talent. I'm getting myself, Dominic Mysterio, and Ronda Rousey as judges with me,
Oh.
so that we can grade them based on the relatability, real, heartwarming factor, the disses to their most popular opponents, and the wow factor that the food gives us.
I mean, those are some pretty controversial names in themselves.
What's controversial about Dominic Mysterio?
I mean, he's the most hated man on TV at this, at least this at this point in time.
Okay, what do people have against Ronda Rousey?
I mean, I honestly don't think we have enough time in the interview for that.
Cooking with Backbone. The first episode is going to be airing on ABC in December. Keep your eyes out.
All right.
That's
There
the
you
name
have
of it.
it. The next big project from Bonesy. And before we wrap this up, I guess I should ask: do you have any championship goals in the near future?
I'm here to give people a performance. I know that my place is not to have a title. The one big goal that I've had for this entire time I've been here, I want to kick Dwayne Johnson's ass.
You know, I think a lot of the people on the roster could probably relate with that.
Enjoy the show, everyone.
All right, and that'll
Hopefully
do
the
it.
match isn't terrible.
Exclusive interview with the one, the only Hollywood megastar, Bonesy.